In this video we're going to take a look at drawing this fillet template here. This can be used in the MTW room for marking the radius for fillets on different tabletops that you might have done with a project with a class. The basic commands and the basic skills that you're going to encounter while drawing this project are again the basic ones, nothing that we haven't covered already. The commands include the rectangle, offsetting, arc, explode, trim, fillet, and the circle command. Yet again, nothing new here. Okay, so we'll begin. I'll just move this to the side here. I'm going to reference that later during the tutorial for sizes. What we want to begin with is a rectangle of 95 square. So I'll just specify the first corner there. So I want it to be 95 tab 95. That'll give me a rectangle. From here, if I select this, we can see that all four sides of this rectangle, or square even now as it is, are highlighting. That means it's one unit, it's one entity. To prevent this or to unlock this, we just simply go over here to our explode command, give that a click. We can now see that when we highlight individual lines, they highlight separately. Now, I'm going to need to offset the sides of this, just in order to give me sizes to position the other parts of this fillet template. So I want to specify the offset distance there of 15. So I'll select that. Specify the object to offset. So I want this line to offset, and I want this one inside here to offset. And what these two lines here are going to give me the later on it's going to give me the position for our circle to end here. Okay. So now I want to do the offset command again. So I'll simply hit enter to reactivate the command. But this time, as we can see here, it's a radius 40 circle, a radius 40 fillet. I'm going to specify the offset distance to 40. Hit enter. Now, when I bring these 2 points down here, what this is giving me is a center point to draw a 40mm radius circle, which is going to give me this arc here. So, up into circle, and I'll specify this point here, and all I can do, I just need to drag it up here, up to the top, and I know that's 40mm away from that line. Just click it then to end it. Now, what I want to do next, here we have a whole lot of lines here, we're getting a bit messy here. What we need to do now is to trim this up. So just select the trim command, I'll highlight the entire drawing there, hit enter, and start to trim off whatever we don't need and whatever we can trim. For the parts we can't trim, then we'll come back and delete those. Just redraw our line back in there. Now that's the basic shape of our fillet template got here. Now around this corner here, I'm just going to want to put a fillet itself on the actual object. So select the fillet. Select the first object, or the first line. Now tab down twice to get the radius and hit enter. Now I'm going to want to specify this at a radius of roughly 30. This is up to you. Select the other line, and there we have our radius. Now, just in terms of thinking ahead, I might want to hang this up sometime. So I'm going to just put in this little circle here of radius 10. And that'll allow me to hang that up somewhere in the woodwork. Now the next thing I want to do here is create the little tabs on the side so that we can slot this down over a piece of timber, and the tabs underneath the piece of perspex or whatever it may be will automatically position the fillet template for you. So I'm going to want to redraw this area around here. You'll see this later on, and you can also see in the images what they're used for. Now I want to copy those 4 lines, specify any base point, just drag those out to the side, and I want 2 of them. Next I want to go back and delete the lines I've just drawn there so that we don't confuse the laser cutter. Now, just to kind of revise what these are used for, these two tabs are going to be placed underneath these rectangular sections out here, and they're going to be used just to position the fillet template directly on the corner, so that you don't have to actually be lining that corner up, or that edge up with the corner and this edge up with the corner. They'll automatically find you the center for it. Now I want to add in some text. I want to tell myself what radius is this template. So if I just want to enter in radius 40, see this is very large, so I'll highlight it, hit SC for scale, try half scale. Probably say that that is a bit large still, so we'll repeat the process. Specify a base point, and we'll go 0.5 for half scale. Now, that seems a bit more appropriate. Now, we can drag that in there. Or you can position it anywhere you like, just to denote that it is a radius 40. Now, the final thing we have left to do is to designate the different thickness of the lines. This is a relatively easy project to denote that for, because it's all vector cutting, or it's all 0mm thickness. So the fastest way to do this is to highlight the entire project and select it as 0mm. And what I want to do then is to go back to this particular one and select that to have a thickness. And that concludes the video for the fillet template.